Hi guys, welcome back to the School News Show, where we bring you school news from all around the country. This week we'll focus on the schools that were published, and that is Karibib Private School, Otjiwarongo Secondary School, Windi du Plessis Secondary School, and St. George's. Well, before we get into it, my name is Windi. Please stay tuned for the following video on Mario World Gaming Day. Well, the first school that we'll be focusing on is Windi du Plessis Secondary School. The school newspaper is called the Windi Pulse. So on the front page, we have the new era for the Windi Pulse, and this is the article. They speak about the editorial team and how the team wishes to take the school newspaper further. Page 2, we have the arrival of new teachers. This is an article that speaks about the new teachers at the school and what their expectations are for this academic year. Page 3, we have their Vox Pop and an opinion piece about LRCs and what it takes to be one at the school. Page 4, we have the captain of the ship. This speaks about the principal of Windi du Plessis Secondary School, and she gives an insight on how it is, or how the experience has been for her so far. Page 5, we have the art of sports and the love for basketball. The learners wrote articles about these two sport items. Please have a look at the next video where they show us the sport item of basketball. The next school we'll be focusing on is Karibib Private School, the KPS Observer. On page 1, we have the transformation of the KPS pre-primary school and the editorial column, of course, where the editor tells us what to expect in this edition. Page 2, we have the new leaders at the helm. This article speaks about the LRCs at the school and how they wish to take their skills and the leadership skills at the school and bring the learners all together. We also have the Vox Pop, which speaks about the learners and their experience on the AS levels. On page 4, we have a seat with a dedicated Mr. Hockey, as well as an article written about revamping the grade 12 research room. So this speaks about a sponsorship that is held at the school of one of the people who sponsor the research room. On page 5, we have a new leader for sports at the school, which is a new coach for the sports items. The next school we'll focus on is Otjiwarongo Secondary School. Their school newspaper is called the Oshi Gazette. The first page, we meet the first NSSCO grade 11 top achiever. This learner speaks about how it has been for her to secure a spot being the top 1 achiever in the country. Page 2, we have a discussion with Mr. Tony Naylor, who is the principal of the school, and he gives us an insight of how the journey has been so far. Page 3, we have a Vox Pop and an opinion piece which speaks about the difficulties and the easier it gets to go through difficulties. Page 4, the learners wrote an article about bullying, and we learned about different ways to deal with bullying at the school premises. Page 5, we learn about athletics, how tough it can be to be an athlete and how important it is for one to partake in sport items. We also learn about sports that is contact sports that is back at the school, and this is now one of the things that the learners enjoy after the COVID restrictions have been lifted. And finally, the last school that we have for today is St. George's Private School. So this is a publication, and their school's newspaper is called The Anchor. On page 1, we have the indomitable perseverance, and this is when the school learners really applaud the previous learners who achieved excellent results. So they stated that they have had 66 A's, 66 A stars, 76 A's, 106 Bs, and 123 Cs. Page 2, we learn about the Orange River experience, part 1 and 2, where the learners show us or they tell us about the experience traveling to the Orange River. Page 3, we have the Vox Pop, where they feature some of the new teachers and learners. They also include the experiences and how they find the school premises to be so far. On page 4, we have the St. George's swearing as LRCs of 2021. It's always a great thing to be involved in leadership programs, LRCs being one of them. Page 5, we learn about St. George's sports stars, and these are specifically in cycling, hockey, swimming, and football. Please stay tuned to watch the following video on the editor as she describes what is in this publication for us.
Hello everyone, my name is Kristal Mckay and I'm overjoyed to announce the launch of St. George's' newest newspaper, The Anchor. Our media team has been recently established, but we're already so excited to deliver many riveting news stories. As the editor for our debut year, I lie in anticipation for the adventures that are ahead, but I will admit that I am a bit nervous. However, our media team is comprised of so many great individuals that I'm honored to work with, and together I believe that we can create something amazing. In our first edition, you can expect numerous interesting articles, such as those about our wonderful Cambridge results, or even about the interviews with our new faculty and students and how they feel about the schools, or even just hearing about our super sports stars and their achievements. We have a lot in store for you, and I hope you'll read along and support us.
I hope you guys enjoyed that excellent video from the editor. Before we close off, in other school news, we have a new school that was opened in Stampriet. This is the Roots Gymnasium. Please watch the following video.
Ek is Annelie Liebenberg en ek is die skool van Roots Gymnasium en ons deure het hierdie jaar geopen op die 1 Januarie 2022 en ons sien uit na 'n verskriklike goeie jaar en ek dink ons gaan net aankry.
That is all the school news that we've had for you today. Please stay tuned for the next episode next week. We'll see you guys again.